By a show of hands, how many of you know or knew that Toastmasters International is a volunteer organization? Surprising? Now here's the funny part. People pay to volunteer and then they don't show up. I'm here to talk to you about the many benefits of volunteering. And it came out of a 2018 United Nations report on the state of volunteerism in the world. It revealed that there are many benefits and specific mental and physical health benefits. I will illustrate it by 3 different stories. Let's start way back here in about 2004. I was a volunteer for Hands on Miami. I don't know if any of you have heard of Hands on Miami. It was a beautiful day, winter day in South Florida. Thousands of volunteers gathered at Bayfront Park with different colored t-shirts. The colors signified the teams. The teams lined up and went to a bus, and we were bused to the different destinations to perform various volunteer acts in our community. I was assigned the Barnacle House Historic State Park in Coconut Grove. If you've never been there, I highly recommend it. Beautiful place. Back in the day, there was no roads. Everybody came by boat. So the front of the house faces the bay, and it's got a big expansive yard. I was assigned to clean up the boathouse. The boathouse was set up like a museum. Everything had been put away because a hurricane was coming, and they were afraid it would be damaged. So we sat there and cleaned all the files and the sanding blocks and put everything as a display. I left that day so energized because of the hard work that I put in, sweat breaking on my brow. Physical work made me feel better. I was very depressed from my second divorce, and I got to bond with my son and with my 2 sisters who also volunteered. Let's fast forward to the grand opening of the Miami Performing Arts Center. That's what it was called back then. I offered to volunteer to be an usher because of my nephew studying construction management at FIU. We got a tour, a back, behind the scenes tour of the Performing Arts Center, and I was blown away. I said, I want to know more. I found out about the volunteer opportunity to be an usher. I got to see operas and plays and concerts. During those volunteer sessions, some other ladies observed me helping the customers that were there. We had to know exactly where the seats were. It's a complicated seating arrangement. And they saw me go over to this one lady that was struggling, and she was with her friend that was handicapped. And I said, ma'am, here's a chair. And I got the chair for her, and I sat her down. And I didn't know that they were observing me. And they recommended me to the head of all the volunteers. They said, that guy right there. And they made me a liaison to all the dignitaries. I knew I couldn't afford that first week of activities. There was concerts, there was plays, there was Philharmonic Orchestra. So they made me this liaison, and I got to take around different dignitaries, commissioners, mostly commissioners, some mayors. And one night was a really nice dress-up night. So I was there in my white guayabera with my black bow tie, monogram sleeves, my white Panama hat, my black tuxedo pants. And I was escorting these people to their seats. I kept my eye on the front row because there was these 6 seats there. I said, I'm gonna sit there. If nobody comes, I'm gonna sit in that front row. And sure enough, here comes the start of the show. And I go and I sit in my seat. And I start watching. And I see Bernadette Peters. And I see Gloria Stefan. And I see 3 Miami Heat players right from the front row. After Bernadette did her performance, there was a bit of a skirmish where she came down the steps and I didn't even notice, and there was other people that followed my lead to sit in those chairs. They scrambled like roaches when the light turns on. And they ran away, but I stayed. I just moved over one seat, and I sat down. And lo and behold, Bernadette Peters sat right next to me watching the rest of the show. The funny part is that the brothers that I used to work for were sitting up in the nosebleeds. And the next day they said, Gino, we were looking down there through the binoculars, and we said, how did that guy get in the front row? We paid $650 for these seats. Pretty amazing. The third opportunity came recent. Anybody want to guess what I did? What? Somebody say it.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. You get a pin for the prize. And you can see the benefits that I got here. I got all this clothes. I got this backpack, which has my friend's logo on there, Perry Ellis. And in the backpack, there's so many interesting things. But the really cool part is not only did I get this jacket, I got this jacket. I got a second jacket, and it was amazing. Oh, look at this. Another backpack. How about that? I got second backpack. And here's the second jacket. Got that. There's a jacket. Oh, and I got a shirt. I got this shirt right here. And look, oh, look. Perry Ellis is right there. They're the sponsor. And besides that shirt, there was a different sponsor. And I became a teammate. I was a volunteer to help all the other volunteers. And they made me a captain of volunteers. So there was my first hat, because I was showing all these people their uniform and showing them what to do. That was a hat, and I got another hat another day. And every time I went there to volunteer, I got something else. And another time, I got this shirt right here. And then I got another hat. How about that? So those are the benefits of volunteering. Not only you feel great, I didn't meet anybody who was in a bad mood or depressed. Everybody was very helpful, cheerful, and I worked my butt off. I carried boxes, I moved things around, I helped everybody. To conclude, I point you to the Toastmasters International magazine. Happens to be on the value of volunteerism. There's a great article here, shows all the benefits. I encourage you to read it. Mr. Contest Chair.